Do you believe in magic? Join us for a thrilling episode filled with mystery and illusions. Our special guest is Badru the Magician. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here. Let me just take this off real quick.
So Sergey and I can't wait to see some of your tricks. But before we get into the fun stuff, could you give us like a brief about what was life like growing up in your shoes, your magical journey?
Okay, so I got into magic actually pretty late. So not when I was a child, maybe when I was 17 or something.
Okay.
But I can say the seeds of it were already in my life from a long time ago. So I grew up being kind of an unusual kid. My interests, the things like the types of toys that I like to play with and things like that. And then I also saw the circus at 10 years old. I still remember that circus and I was hooked, even though it had no magicians, no magic tricks, but I was just fascinated with this sideshow type of style thing, and I just wanted to be something like that, right? And we all wanted to be superheroes, of course, as kids.
Yeah.
And I believe like the closest thing is you can create the illusion of having superpowers, which is just what magic is. We create illusions of having some kind of powers.
What was your favorite show in that circus? Do you remember?
Yes, walking on ropes. I loved it because to me they were literally magicians. I thought I thought they actually had powers.
Right.
I thought the circus is people who have actual powers, just collected, getting together. Because think about it, the stuff they're doing is unreal.
Of course.
They ride bikes on a slack rope.
Yeah.
They can tame animals. They actually swallow swords. They play with fire. And it's like watching a cartoon, but in real life. So, yeah, my favorite was walking on ropes. That, for me, was just impressive.
Okay. Did you have like a role model growing up?
In magic?
Yes.
So, like I said, I got into magic pretty late. So that would have been maybe early 2000s. So at that time, who was popular, we had Copperfield, and then David Blaine, and then Chris Angel. So all of them have influenced on me, most of which was exactly Chris Angel because his show was super popular when I had access to TV and things like that, right?
Okay.
So I would say him, but then when I really got into magic, it kind of fell out of the picture. You grow in the art and you go into, you learn from different artists
Right.
and things like that. But yeah, Blaine and Angel the most for stage shows and high-class productions.
Okay.
Copperfield was amazing.
So what was the first ever magic trick you performed?
I actually remember that. And it wasn't a performance.
Okay.
It was some kind of stunt where you look like you're balancing a glass on top of a playing card like this. It was just a silly trick that's very famous in books and things like that. So I balanced the cup full of liquid on top of it, and I take pictures of it, and I posted it, showed it to my friends, posted it on the internet, and they're just like, how did you do that? And that, them not knowing how I'm doing things and things like that, it just felt cool. So that's actually the first, that's the first thing I did.
So you were a self-taught magician.
Definitely self-taught.
Okay.
But I'm also lucky to be born in an age where we had the internet and also not the internet, right? So I lived in both, but halfway through my life we had the internet and then we have access. Yes, magic has limited resources because there's not many of us and it's also secrets.
Yeah.
It's a lot of secrets, so it's
Yeah.
kind of difficult to really get into. There's no one to hold you by the hand. I would say most magicians are self-taught. There's no magic school where they live. So yeah, I'm self-taught.
Okay. And how long does it take for you to practice a new trick?
So it depends on the trick.
Okay.
It can take from a week to 10 months.
What inspires you? Where do you get the ideas from?
I learn from other magicians,
Okay.
but also it's just, I get them it's almost like visions, right? So remember what I told you in the circus, I see people walking on ropes?
Yep.
I just kind of imagine myself doing something that's impossible, and then I found a method or a way to get there, right?
Okay.
So I just imagine something that's impossible to do, and then I'm like, okay, piece of paper, how do I create the illusion that this is possible, right? So I guess my inspiration is my own imagination,
Okay.
but also I learn a lot from other magicians as well.
Have you been to other magic shows here in Bahrain, or do you think you're the only one?
Definitely not the only one, but there are a few. And I actually had a magic friend here
Oh, okay.
who was not a magic friend, like someone who doesn't exist or in
Imaginary
my
friend.
mind. No, not that. But I had friends that are magicians
Okay.
also. And we're on different journeys. We're completely different people. But yeah, we actually did a show together when I first came to Bahrain. I haven't lived here all my life. So when I moved in, we did a magic show. So there was an existing magic show here, which I've been to and also participated in. So my show is not the only one, but I think we're all like completely different. If you look up the other magicians that are, in Bahrain, they're all different.
Do you prefer to go independent or like collab?
Okay, so lately I've preferred to collab actually. But most of the time I've been doing everything by myself, right? And it takes a lot, but it's also nice to, get collaborative art from other people. Like, for example, right now, I'm pushing out this illusion show that we're going to try to do, hopefully this winter. It's almost ready. We've been practicing. We've been building it and producing for it since last year. And we've been actually practicing it since last February.
Okay.
So yeah, we're working on that, and hopefully soon we're gonna push it out. And it's a collaborative effort with a company called Green Room, and they have their own shows as well. But we're gonna do an illusion show together.
We can't wait to see that.
We'll give you VIP tickets.
Yeah. So what are some of your future goals, and events that you're gonna plan to do?
Okay, so future goals in Magic right now, it's always been like learn something new, challenge yourself by doing something new. And currently, I'm working on creating an illusion show. An illusion show, basically magic and illusion for the audience is the same thing, but for magicians, illusion is those grand shows that you see on stage where they cut ladies in half and they float people in the air, things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm basically working on at the moment, and I'm collaborating with a company called Green Room. Both of us are pushing out some shows and also events, hopefully in the next winter. We've been working on this for a long time, kind of, under the table, no one knows about, but now people are kind of getting sneak peeks and they know.
I think we saw
they know
one
we're
of your promo videos. It was
Yeah. So
wild.
people kind of know we're cooking something, but they don't know what exactly it's going to be,
Right.
which is cool. I'm more excited than anything like that. That's what I'm working on in the future right now.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, VIP tickets for everyone who's related to the link up, by the way.
Wow.
I said it here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Only
much.
the first show.
I'm
Thank
really
you.
really waiting to see that, because the promo videos are looking like crazy.
Yeah.
Cutting someone into two and lifting them up without
Yes.
anything, like
Yes, yeah.
it's looking really really cool.
The show is even better. I'm lucky to have my team. They've learned so much so quick, and they also added to the show because they're all professional dancers.
Right.
They've been working in production for a long time. So there's a lot that that I can even learn from them as well. So a collaborative effect
Right.
is what you ask. In this case, is great. So.
Let me take the conversation back a little bit. At what age did you start doing magic?
Okay, so I started doing weird things at a very early age.
Okay.
What kind
Right.
of weird things?
What kind of weird thing? Yeah. Were you drinking blood? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I think pranks,
Okay.
things like that, like what are these really, thought out pranks and things like that, where you plan it and all together. And I think what it is this: I like to bring out a reaction from people.
Okay.
Right? I think this is kind of a seed that's planted for me doing magic, because that's also what we're doing, right?
Right.
You do something and then you look at the people and they give you a response. So basically, I can't enjoy my own magic. I only enjoy the reflection of it when people react to it, right?
Right.
So it's like the seed was since I was a kid. But magic itself, I started kind of pretty late actually, when I was, I think, 17. That's when I really got into magic itself, started learning tricks, simple things at the beginning, and then I just took it from there.
So you're talking about people's reactions. Is there one specific one that was the best one?
A kind of reaction or a
Yeah.
specific reaction?
Specific reaction to your show.
Yes, yeah. I love it when I do it casually, like outside, not a show, like on
Okay.
stage. And then people just start running around, or they bang the table, and sometimes they do like really crazy things. They throw the drinks accidentally or something like that. To me, it's not only cool and funny,
Yeah.
everybody else thinks we're crazy. Like people at this table are crazy.
Right.
And that, for me, is the epitome. It's great. It's amazing. Because one of the reasons I do magic is because I want to remind people that life is still amazing. You can act like a child, you know? And in certain situations, it's cool. Because if you laugh out loud, that's weird. But
Okay.
why? Right? You should be like, it's genuine laughter. It's authentic. It's coming out.
True.
Magic brings that out of you by force. You have no choice. So those are the best types of reactions that I get.
Right.
When people can't even control their reaction in a social settings, right?
Yeah.
That, to me, I'm bringing them into their roots as a child. So that's like the best type of reactions that I can get from a magic show.
Do you prefer doing shows for kids or adults?
Definitely, I prefer doing it for adults because I feel like my magic is an authentic expression and it just speaks to adults more. However, I also enjoy doing magic shows for kids. The thing about a magic show for kids is that they honestly don't care about the magic because I just mentioned in their life as kids, everything is magic, right?
Right.
Like you see a child, you're driving, they look at the window and they have their hands on the window, they're staring like this.
Right.
That's because everything to them is amazing. But as adults, we forget that life is so amazing, right?
That's
so
true.
like both of you came here, I came here, we were driving in cars. Do you understand how amazing it is? Like how crazy this setup of microphones and phones that we have,
Yeah.
that you can
Right.
talk to someone on the other side of the world,
Right.
and in the same second they can get your message. That is crazy, but we take it for granted even though it's so amazing, right? So for kids, everything is amazing. They don't really care about the magic. They just want to participate. So I play it as a teacher for the kids. Just get
Okay.
them to participate and things like that. But for adults, I want to remind them that life is amazing, that airplanes are insane. You know, like we live in a crazy
Yeah.
world. We live in a really crazy world. Magic just kind of reminds you that for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then that's it. So that's why I prefer doing it for adults. I feel like it's more authentic to my mission,
Right.
right? Yeah.
This reminds me of a question I've always wanted to ask. Is technology magic?
I believe it is, but a different type of magic,
Okay.
right? So basically what I'm saying, if we can resurrect someone from 1,000 years ago and we told him that this is possible, microphones, phones, things like that, and we didn't show it, he's going to say, yeah, I'm familiar with things like that. That is black magic, right?
Right.
Because it is. It's like, it's so crazy that you can't register into your mind. It's impossible, right? So it's a different type of magic in that it has a magical effect on you when you perceive it,
True.
right? However, the magic that we do as magicians is illusions and things that are related to skills, right? Basically, we take you from point A to point B, where B is impossible, something that shouldn't happen, right? So this is a 3D cup. It's in 3D.
Right.
In magic, we take you from 3D, which is our life, into a fourth dimension that's imaginary, where we're basically not slaves to time. We can go back in time. Solid things can go through each other. You can put a coin inside of the glass, things like that, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, that's basically the difference. Both magic in different ways, I think.
You did mention black magic.
Yeah.
Most of the time when people hear black magic,
yeah.
they only think about
One thing.
One thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you did
exactly.
mention that. I would like you to clarify that. Is black magic different from what you're doing as a magician?
100% different. So,
Okay, elaborate.
yeah, let me elaborate. So, first of all, if some people don't even believe in black magic exists.
Okay.
The only thing I'll say is if it did exist and there were some evil spirits, I don't think they will be interested in doing card tricks or helping us entertain audiences. It's like it's so much. It would be so much bigger than that, right?
Right.
So, your question was, are they different or is it?
Yeah.
They're completely different. So we are basically interested in entertainment,
Okay.
just entertainment. We
Right.
want to find a way to entertain someone, and the realization or the discovery of magicians is that the concept of something impossible
Right.
is entertaining on its own, right? So let me explain to you what I mean. If you see something that shouldn't happen and can't happen, yet it did happen in front of you, this predicament on its own is entertaining,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
It's amazing by itself.
Right.
That's why we watch movies. We know there are things that are unrealistic. That's why we love fantasy books. We know that it doesn't exist, but you read it, you imagine it. So when you see it, that by itself is entertaining.
Yeah.
So we are concerned on just making things that are impossible happen, right? Now, black magic is not related to entertainment at all. I know nothing about it. Don't look at me.
Well,
I do card tricks, right? But yeah, I mean, I know the connotation. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with that. Like it's concerned with completely different areas in the world. Magic, as we do it, is an art form, like music, just like everything else. It's art.
Right.
well, I'm glad you clarified this on Link Up TV and on the Daily Life podcast today, because a lot of people might even be scared of you being a magician because they think, oh, that guy is possessed. He has some sort of spirits and stuff, you know. So it's just good you clarified this. And
You know, every now and then I get messages from people who believe that I do this for real. And they ask me to do things that are not related to what I'm
Right.
saying. For example, I had someone tell me that they think that they had black magic done on them. And they're asking me to break the spell, remove it, and put it on someone else.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I have screenshots of that in my Instagram, because although I feel bad for someone who's going through something that they believe that this is happening to them,
Right.
to me it's so entertaining. It's so funny. I can't help it. It's like, hey, just look at my feet. I'm doing stupid tricks. Like, it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with that. Yeah, I had someone ask me to bring back his wife or his girlfriend and things like that. You know, it's like you said, I'm also glad that I clarified that here as well.
Yeah,
so.
people need to know.
Yeah.
People need to know the
Exactly.
difference, and they need to know what you're doing is basically for entertainment purposes and not for the other side.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, yeah.
So back to your magic tricks, do you have like a signature move?
Okay, so I have not signature moves, but reputation makers, like things that people remember that I did to them, right?
Okay.
You know, so for example, they see a trick that I did, they say, I remember you. You did this like 3 years ago to me when I was at a birthday party or something like that, right? So there's videos of that as well. People send me videos that I didn't know were taking. So I have a picture, have a trick where I make things appear in people's palm. People know me for that.
Right.
And I guess that this is definitely like the number one. And then on stage, I have something that I do with a book. If people have been on my stage show, I also do it. And maybe we'll get a chance to also do it today later for Link Up TV. It's exclusive as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might pass by your stage show one of these days in
No, you have to come.
where is it at again? City Center, right?
Yeah, right now, so this is not my show, but
Okay.
I perform
You
there.
perform, okay.
Yes, I perform there
Okay.
in City Center. This is Saturdays currently, and it's in Time Out Market. Yeah, so this is a show that I do there. It's I experiment with it. I change things all the time.
I see.
So it's not my own show, but I perform there currently all the time.
Nice. Sounds good.
I have a question. Have you ever had a magic trick go wrong?
Countless times, so many times.
How's
Yeah.
the feeling when that happens?
First of all, look, magic is one of the most difficult things when it comes to being nervous. The reason is, like, I'll answer your question, but it's going to give you like a backstory of this. So if you're a guitarist, the reason you practice is because you want to show people the moves you practice.
Right.
In magic, you practice to hide, right? You don't want people to see the moves you're doing, because if they see it, they know the secret, right? So from the beginning, you're already trying to hide, and that makes you nervous from the beginning,
Right.
right? So the reason you're nervous is because you're afraid to make a mistake, fail, people see what they're not supposed to see, and now you look like a clown, right? That is what makes us nervous, and it has happened to me times that I can't count, especially in the beginning. We have so many people who get into magic and they quit because the first 3-5 times they mustered the courage to do it,
Yeah.
they made some kind of mistake, and everyone laughed, right? And the reason people laugh is because they can't relate. They think you're challenging them into something that they can't figure out. They don't know that you're trying to entertain them. So it's difficult. Now, I know it sounds like I'm not answering the question directly, but yes, I've had really embarrassing moments.
So what did you do? How did you react after that?
So if you've been to a concert,
Yeah.
even if the band is super professional, they make mistakes, but you can't
Of
tell.
course.
Of course.
You
Yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah.
The reason is because they made these mistakes so many times that they know how to deal with it, right? The only way is through.
Right.
So now, when I do make a mistake, the key is not to act nervous. You act like everything is supposed to happen.
Right.
And now people are like, did he make a mistake? Okay, no, this is a part of the act,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
We have magic tricks that are designed to make the magician look like he made a mistake, and then there's like, you know, like a kickback. It's like, no, that was planned. That was designed based on mistakes that magicians made, and they were
So it
nervous
can
to
be
make.
quickly
It's
corrected.
like, yeah,
Cover-ups,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So if I'm gonna make a mistake, why don't I create a trick that has a mistake built into it, and everyone, before they finish laughing, I can kick them in the teeth, so to speak, right? So that's what I do at the moment. It just takes time. The first time, you're not gonna know what to do. You're just gonna
Freeze.
take it. You're gonna freeze. You're gonna take the heat. People are gonna laugh at you. They will throw tomatoes on you. There's nowhere to go. Same thing with the band. The first time they made a mistake, it was probably in an open mic and people laughed at them. So it's the same thing. But yeah, in magic, the more mistakes you make, like you know how to deal with it. So I just act like it's cool. Unless it's catastrophic, then again, I have no solutions. I just take the heat. What I do is I make it clear to my audiences that I'm not challenging them into a puzzle, right? I tell them I'm here to entertain you. So now they're already on my side, right? If you watch a comedian, they make you laugh 10 times. The 11th time the joke bombs, you'll be like cool, it's all right. You're on his side, right?
Yeah.
But if I show up, it's like I dare you all to figure out how I'm gonna do those amazing feats. Everyone was like, okay, come on now. Let's see you do it, right? So I just take people on my side so that when I do make a mistake, they're like, you know what? Magic is not real. They make excuses for me. So yeah, this is what I do. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can anybody be a magician?
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yeah. So there is part of it is the skill you're born with,
Okay.
and then how much you can practice and dedicate yourself to it, just like any art, right? So it takes. The key is to know your level of skill and then tailor your magic to that. For example, there are magicians that are so good in sleight of hand that nobody can actually get to that level. I can't do what they do even if I practiced, even if I wanted to. That's because there's like a certain specific level of skill that they're born with, the way their hands are created or something. You know?
When you say skills that they are born with, I want to understand. Is it skills that we can't know about? Is it something physical?
Yes.
Or is something okay?
Yeah.
I want to clarify that part.
Yeah. So it's basically it's physical, like scientifically physical.
Okay.
But also in an intelligence level. So a good example of this is jugglers. Have you seen jugglers? They juggle so many items at the same time. What they have is not just so much practice and so much frustration that they bear. It's also a superior nervous system.
That's
to
true.
actually be able to control all of that and pay attention to all of this at the exact same time. That is what I'm talking about. We have the same thing in magic, which is sleight of hand, right? You move faster than someone's eyes can see. So even if they're staring at you, you move so fast that they can't see the moves that you're doing. Do you know what I mean? That is something you're born with. You can also improve it and become a magician.
Right.
But like I said, it's frustrating. When you start, you pick up cards, they keep falling on the floor, they collect dirt. So many magicians quit.
Right.
I quit several times. But it's like, what am I going to do? Just kept coming back to it, stay consistent with it. Yeah.
What kind of props do you use and where do you get them from?
Okay, so I like to use props that people know. For example, if I use cards, it's because everyone has cards at home. And we're magicians, we use it all the time. So I like to use props that are already there. For example, if I'm invited to a dinner party, I like to use napkins that are on the table, tissues, the glasses that they have. I use the glasses that they've got, things that they have around them, right? Coins, money, things like that. So I want people to relate. But I also do have props, obviously, the illusions. You can't buy them. They don't exist. You have to get them made. Yeah, you get them made.
Custom made.
Yeah, custom made when you want them. They are prohibitively expensive, of course, to create. And sometimes you also got to modify them because sometimes they're never perfect like you want them, or the manufacturer doesn't really get your specifications detailed correctly. But I can't tell you where we get them because that's a secret.
Of course.
Yeah.
When people ask you, wow, like how did you do that trick? What do you tell them?
I tell them I did it very well.
And if they ask
Of
you
course,
to
he's not going to tell the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some rules in magic.
But would you repeat the trick if they ask you?
So rule 1 is you can't tell the secret. Rule 2 is never repeat the same trick twice. Right?
Why though? If we
I'll
like
tell you why.
if we liked what
He's
you did and
afraid
we
we'll
want to see it again.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And this is a misconception. A lot of people think magicians don't want to show you the secret because they're worried that you're going to become like them or like you steal their special powers or something like that. Or that you're going to go tell other people. But the real reason is more deep. The real reason is because when someone showed you a magic trick and you have this moment of wonder or amazement, they don't want to take it away from you, right? We know that we just showed you is not exactly real, right? But you feel so amazed. You feel like you're floating in the air. Why steal that moment from you just after I gave it to you. If I explained it to you, you'd be like, okay, that's so simple. But that's not what we want. We want to create memories.
Okay.
Like I want to show someone something so amazing that they remember it for a couple of weeks. And then eventually they forget it, they move on with life. But then I made an impression. Then I'm on the mission, right? As opposed to if I showed you exactly how it works, you'll forget it instantly. It's not special anymore.
Right.
And it's like giving you a gift. Before you unwrap it, I take it away. You haven't even finished opening it yet. What's explained becomes boring. You see the rainbow?
Yeah.
Looks amazing. If I explain it in scientific physics term, I tell you, no, this is just the sun refracting in the clouds in the sky, and it creates that rainbow. The explanation is real, but now it's boring. You're like, oh, okay, so it's actually
Yeah, that's a
science.
good
So
way
it's
of
not.
putting it.
So
It's
it's
not
really
magic
what we-
then.
yeah.
Yeah. Whereas people who lived back in the day before we explained it with physics, they thought it was magic.
Of course, I remember.
So guess
even
what?
Us as kids in my era, us as kids, whenever we see rainbows, it's like
It's crazy,
okay,
Wow,
right?
yeah.
It's
something
magic,
amazing
right?
is about to happen.
So guess what? Who had the better quality of life? It's someone who didn't even understand how that works because that was amazing to them. So that's why we don't want to tell you the secret, because that is explaining away a rainbow.
True.
Do you know what I mean? At least for me, that's how I look at it.
Should we see one of your tricks now?
Yeah, we can do that. So why not make something happen? So let's do this quick.
All right.
Okay, so I have, like I mentioned, everyone is familiar with cards.
Yep.
So I have some cards in here. And as I mentioned also, like people in Magic, you can see all the cards there. Let me show you this on old cameras.
Yeah.
Like this, right? So I'm going to take one of these.
Okay.
Actually, not take it. You're just going to look at it. You're going to peek it, okay? And the way you do this, you're going to take your finger, push down, and then just look at the card that you
But
see
not
here.
take it.
Memorize it in your mind.
Okay.
It's going to happen all in your mind,
All right.
right? So let me just bring those here. Just take your finger, break it.
Okay.
You have one.
Yep.
Memorize it. You can also...
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
Now, look, from here, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to give you this. Hold on to all the cards. Just like that. Right? I'm not going to touch those cards again.
Okay.
Okay.
You've just seen the cards
Yes.
in your eyes, right? I want you to go through and just take out your card.
From anywhere in between.
Find it. Just find it. Go and find it. Like, go through the cards and find
Well,
the card.
it's literally this one as well.
It's the one. It's the one in
Yeah.
front.
No, it wasn't that one.
Wasn't it?
No.
It was 8 and it was black.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, there's two black eights.
Yeah,
There's two
it's
black
here.
eights.
This one. Should be around here. It's 8, but it's this one.
There's two
it
black
six?
eights.
No. Look for this sign, but 8. It should be.
I actually don't
This
think
is
you're
why I
gonna
shouldn't
find.
be a magician.
No, I don't think you're gonna find it because when I click my finger, I've made it disappear
re-
completely.
Oh, you have it
Oh, so-
somewhere.
It's gone from here.
Let me
You
help.
check.
Let me
Yeah,
Okay,
help.
you check. Yeah,
Let me
go
help.
through. You go through. What was the card? You can say it out loud now.
Yeah, so
The 8 black.
it's
There's
8.
two black eights.
It's this, but 8.
8 of clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Find the 8 of clubs.
Okay, I just found 9. Hopefully, I found.
That's
8.
9.
I found 10.
It's totally gone.
You removed it.
I didn't touch anything.
I found 7.
That's the trick.
Look, my hands are right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Now, we
So
didn't set anything up.
there
That's
is no
genuinely
8.
gone, right?
I found.
Yeah, look at
7.
this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch my hand.
Oh.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay.
Right? So I've just told you we make things disappear and go back in time. Look,
Make it reappear.
you have one card, right, in your mind, both of you.
Okay.
And in my pocket here, I hope I can find this. Look, one card. What card did you say you picked?
That in the 8.
You
the
saw it
eight.
with your own eyes.
Yes, I saw it.
The 8 of clubs.
There it is.
Gone from
Oh
your
my
How
hand
is that
gosh,
even possible?
yeah.
to the pocket. Take a look.
Here it is, guys.
Yeah. There it is. So, I found a 7. I found a
found a
9,
9.
but
Just not.
no 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Can we do the felt tip trick?
The what?
The felt tip trick that comes in the hand.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one is
This,
it?
yeah, that's it.
That's the signature one.
Yeah, that I don't have it right now on me. Because I don't have a
Okay.
marker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a marker on me as we speak.
Well, let's take the conversation back again to our viewers and listeners getting to know you a bit more than just your magic show.
Yes.
So apart from magic, what else do you do in Bahrain, to be precise?
Yes. So, what again? Magic is such a brand for me that almost all people know.
Okay.
But before all of this, I was actually very passionate about physics, and I became an engineer.
Wow.
And I had a job here in a very well-known company in Bahrain, a telephone company.
Right.
And I had that job for 6 years.
Wow.
And I was doing magic on the side. But since 2023, I'm doing magic full time. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Before that, I was also a YouTuber.
Oh.
My YouTube channel.
I see where creating the short videos came from.
Yeah, exactly. So it came from a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
And the YouTube channel started out when I was in a place in my life that I didn't know what I want to do. I have no idea what I want to do. I had just graduated. It was challenging to find jobs at that time. And I have no place to express my magic as well. Because I just moved into Bahrain. I don't know anyone. There's no shows. No one's inviting me. I don't know anyone.
Right.
So I learned video editing as well from YouTube itself, which again, we're just lucky to have the internet.
Yeah.
And I started putting out videos where I teach physics to kids, right? The channel is still there. It was my job for a pretty long time also.
Yeah.
It's still there, but I'm not consistently posting in it because I'm just focusing on magic.
How long did you
right?
do that for? I mean, the YouTube teachings and stuff.
So I started the channel in 2012 or 2013, I believe. And that's around the time I graduated from university.
Right.
Right? And I kept doing that until just post-COVID, I believe. That's when I kind of slowed things down, tried to focus on my magic more. And I was creating a show as well at that time, which did happen. It was called Wonder. So if there are people that are in Bahrain, they might remember something like that because I collaborated with a company and we created the show at that time. That took a lot of attention, a lot of time. So that was the time where I kind of stopped doing the YouTube. However, the channel is still there. It has nothing to do with magic.
Wow.
Such a completely different version of me. Like, I look at it and I'm thinking, how did I even create this? Like, I don't think that, it's like, it's such a completely different version of me.
Wow.
But yeah, it's still up there. I still love physics, but I just enjoy reading things here and there, not really, making content about it or anything like that. I like fitness. I'm into fitness as well.
Yeah.
Again, not professionally. These are all just hobbies and things that I do on the side with magic.
Interesting.
Do you see yourself traveling the world and doing magic?
Hopefully, yes. I have had international gigs, but not as many as I wanted to yet, right?
Okay.
So it's a childhood dream. It's a childhood dream for me to basically travel the world doing magic. I do it unofficially. Like when I travel, sometimes I travel solo and I just do magic to random people
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's almost an excuse to meet people, first of
Yeah.
all. Second of all, it's so entertaining, not just to them, but to me as well. Right?
It's
Like as I'm just
satisfying
out
too.
there. Yeah, it's satisfying. Like I'm out there, there's nothing to do. And I just, it's so cool to have a normal day with such a pattern interrupt in the middle of it as a receiver. So like imagine you're just sitting in a coffee shop at a restaurant and then a stranger comes in and he starts doing weird stuff with the things that you have on the table. It's just such a lasting memory for you, right?
Right.
And I wish I can be in that position. I love it when I see magicians and they do stuff, even though maybe I know the secrets. But again, as a magician, you've taken a red pill. You can't enjoy magic anymore. You can't have that amazement. You can't have that wonder, right? So I do want to travel the world doing shows, of course. That would be amazing for my career and convince my family that I'm definitely successful outside of corporate. So, but yeah, I've had some international shows, but yeah, the answer to that is definitely 100%.
Would you say, or would you encourage someone to leave their dream job for their passion? I'm asking from me being as like an entrepreneur, from my own perspective, and from your perspective. Would you want to advise somebody to do that? Because you had like a beautiful job and then you left it for your magic stuff.
Yeah.
Would you say, hey, if you have a passion you really want to chase?
Okay. Two things on that. I will answer the question. But first of all, I didn't leave the job. I got fired.
Why did you get fired? Okay.
I didn't do anything. It's just that the specific project that I was doing, that I was working in,
Okay.
started to get smaller and smaller because
Oh.
there was no need for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Bahraini.
That
They
happens
can't-
a lot here
they
in
can't
Bahrain,
give me,
yeah.
They can't give me tamkeen or anything like that. So I believe that they just found no point in
Yeah.
keeping me in company,
Right.
which might have been a good thing because then I can focus in magic. When I first joined the job, however, I said to myself, I'm going to stay 2 years and then I'll just go and do magic. But I stayed for 6, right? And I think I would have stayed, right?
Yeah.
Because to answer your question, it's such a tricky one because you're leaving a comfort zone and you have no safety net,
Right.
right? My answer to your question, would I advise someone to leave their job and pursue the dreams, is yes, but the timing is crucial.
Yeah.
You can't just jump and you have no plan or no backup plan,
Right.
or you're not ready, right? Of course, this opens the door to you thinking, I'm never going to be ready, and you just delay it.
Yeah.
But no, there's a crucial time when you can make the transition and you make the jump. But to be honest, at the end of the day, the worst feeling is regret. Your time is limited in the world. You don't want to be, I don't know, 60, 70 thinking, what if I'd done this? That's not a memory that I want to have.
Right.
This on its own makes so many decisions in my life, including this one, like taking magic full time. It's been challenging. It hasn't been as easy.
Of course.
I don't have safety nets. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not going to look back, even if I fail. I'm not going to look back thinking that was a bad decision. It's a great experience. So I would say yes, but really study it. Don't just do what you hear on the internet. Yeah, leave your job. It's
Yeah.
not, no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, we like to, in as much as we are bringing you all on the Daily Life podcast, one of the reasons why we like to have different guests is to share different perspective about literally everything.
Yes.
So that is why I asked that question for people watching. There are young ones watching, so they can be inspired and
Yeah.
have an idea of what to do when they get to that point where they have to do the switch or they have to make a decision, a tough decision for themselves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Get fired is the key, I guess. Just get fired from the
don't
job.
get fired, please. Stay in your job. That's
Yeah.
Don't get fired.
Where's the key? It's just for me. I'm not telling anyone to get fired from their job. I didn't do anything to get fired. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what needed to happen, I guess, for me to just pursue this full time.
Yeah.
Since that, I've been making better content online. I've been making better shows, better like writing with skills, even collaborations like this. I didn't have time for any of that at that time.
Well, I believe in chasing dreams, but like you've mentioned, you have to really be right on time. If you do it at the wrong timing, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
And I believe you have to move very fast. I personally have made a lot of those mistakes by not moving as quickly as I should.
Okay.
And it has cost me, but we have learned our lessons, so at least now we can tell whoever is looking to chase their dreams and do certain things to move if you can, move as fast as light.
Exactly.
That is the only way you survive, because before you think, somebody has taught.
Yeah.
So
competition and
Definitely.
while you're planning to leave whatever you're doing and go into the next one, somebody is already
It's
there.
already done it. Yeah.
And maybe he has the resources, he has everything he needs.
Yeah.
Before you start, the only way you can beat them is moving fast.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Speed is because you can't
Speed is
beat
the
that. You
only
can't
thing.
beat it. Yeah. You can't beat it.
Speed
Definitely.
is the only thing.
Yeah. Definitely. I agree with that. True.
So how many tricks do you perform per show, usually?
So that depends on the duration of the show. I thought you were gonna ask me how many tricks do I know.
That too.
Okay, so I'll answer both questions. How many tricks I do per show? It depends on the duration of the show. If
Okay.
it was 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, or 2 hours, right? Obviously, nobody wants to watch anything with 2 hours. I guess a movie's definitely not a magic show. But yeah, I can do shows that are long. So it's usually, on average, from 5 to 7 tricks.
5 to 7.
Right? And I don't present them as a series of tricks. I engage with the audience. I tell them stories. I try to get to know them, to get them to know me as well. Because at the end of the day, magic for me is just a vehicle. It's a authentic expression. I want it to be entertaining as opposed to just a showcase of skills or look what I can do.
Right.
Right? That I don't think that's entertaining at all. It might have been entertaining at some point, but now I don't think it is. The audience wants something more. Now, to the question of how many tricks do I know, is I have no idea. And that is actually a good answer, because it's like asking a DJ, like you're into music, for example, you know this. If you ask them how many songs can you mix, if they know the number, that means they got to learn more, right? Because it's not enough.
Of course.
So it's the same thing with magic. If you know a number of how many tricks do you know, like 10 or 12, then you have to learn more.
Right.
Right. So, but I've also been to magic for so many years, for so long. So I know, I don't know, more than 1,000. I don't do them all. I just know them. I'm never going to do a show with all the tricks that I know.
Are you constantly learning new ones, or you're happy with the ones you know?
Yes. So I'm constantly learning new ones. I also invent magic tricks as well, because when you understand how magic works, you can make it your own. So in the beginning, you just copy existing magicians in the way they present the magic, just as a beginner, like you're learning. It's like making a cover song when you're learning in music, right? It's a cover song. It's a song that already exists. Everybody knows it, but you want something to practice with, and you can't write your own music yet. So it's the same thing. I learn new things. I make new things up. But some tricks that I love so much that I keep in my shows for a very long time.
And personality as well. You have to show charisma, right, when you're presenting the tricks.
Yeah, not just magic, of course. I guess all performance arts comes into it. I think maybe being a YouTuber helped me a lot as well, because my early videos as YouTubers were terrible. It was terrible because I'm stuttering. Like, the video is 4 minutes and I'm recording for 5 hours to create it without editing.
Right.
And the reason is you're not used to it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, for example, you're a professional journalist. You can pick up a microphone and start talking about any topic comfortably, even though people are looking at you.
Right.
This is not the average person's experience. It's difficult to look into a lens and talk because you're thinking, how are people going to perceive me and things like that. So that helps it as well. Yeah, you're right. Your observation is definitely correct. You got to put some charisma out into it to present a good show.
We all know Bahrain takes some time to adapt new things. How was it like when you started putting out magic shows in Bahrain?
Yes. So when I came to Bahrain, there was already 1 or 2 magicians here. I don't know. And they were doing their own shows. People are familiar with it, at least some communities that are in Bahrain. Obviously, we know Bahrain has many expats.
Yeah.
So some of them are from places where they're already familiar with magic, and sometimes they look for it. It's popular in birthdays, it's popular in Halloweens, brunches, and things like that. So basically, they look for it, and then they can find you. So it wasn't a difficult thing for people to kind of accept, like magic or what it is or what it does to people. But again, Bahrain is also so small that the market also becomes sort of challenging and things like that. Yeah, and I'm lucky because it's so specific that there's not many of us. Okay, so if you want a magician, it's gonna either be like one of these magicians that are on the market.
And you're doing really, really good out there. And
I try. I just push myself to the edge. Yeah,
you're the one of the best that we know so far.
Exactly, the only one that I know. So.
I know a couple of them, but I will still choose him over everyone I know.
I appreciate that.
I'm sorry,
but
I have to do that. Yeah, he's the best in the game.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I guess we just have different crowds, different personalities. So they're flavors basically.
Right.
So like if you want to have a magic show, then you have different flavors to pick from. So
what's the first, like, where did you first perform? The first ever show you
in Bahrain or in my life?
Both. First in your life. And then Bahrain.
So in my life, first obviously to friends and family in the house, but the first one in front of an audience.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it was in universities.
Okay.
Right. So when I was in university, I had a friend who saw me do these things, like in front of friends online. He says, "You have to do this in a show." I'm like, "No, this is never gonna work." And he just pushed me into doing it into a program that was in my university. That was the first show. I have pictures.
Was it like a talent show?
Something like the showcase talents of the student, something like that. So I participated in that. Did terrible, right? It was so bad, but the audience were nice. So basically, when the show is finished, they understood that the show is finished. They gave a clap of courtesy or something like that. But it just gave me the courage to start. Right? Now, the first show I did in Bahrain was I opened for a magician who had a magic show here. So there was a friend of mine who did a magic show where he brought a international magician to have an event here for 2 days. and I opened for them in the first day and the second day. That was my first show in Bahrain here.
How were the people? Were they supportive or were they freaked out?
You're talking about in the shows?
Yeah.
So they were pretty supportive, especially in the shows that I opened in, because they don't know me and they're buying tickets to a professional show. So they just assumed everyone here knows what they're doing, right? So including me. So that put me already, like I mentioned before, the audience is already on your side.
Right.
So that was cool. And I didn't do as bad as job as that I did in the first show that I did. So that one, I guess they were supportive, but they were kind of cringing, like I can tell. Do you know what I mean? And there's something about stage. When you have a spotlight, it's actually scary because a spotlight, what people don't know about it is everybody can see you,
All eyes on you.
but you
Cannot
cannot
see
see
them.
them. Yeah, you can't see
exactly.
anything.
You don't know who is watching.
Yeah, you don't know. So you're just like, you're dealing with a concept of how you think you're doing,
Right.
right? The problem with my first show was that all the tricks were so small and the stage was so big. So I wasn't even ready for a stage show. Did it anyway. My friend pushed me to do it. The audience were like yawning. By the end of it, cool.
Yeah.
Don't come back, you know? So it was a happy experience by the end of it. If I didn't do that show, maybe I'd never continue. I'd just keep doing it to friends and families as a hobby, maybe.
So that was like the motivation for you
Yeah,
to push
it was
forward,
the
yeah.
beginning. Yeah, that friend pushed me. I also did busking in the streets,
Oh.
where so I performed in the street, and I have something like a hat, and people put coins in it when I was a student.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those ones on YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you see those in the streets.
Yeah.
So I was a student that was in Kuala Lumpur, and you don't make much money, but you learn so much from it. I like the money I used to buy dinner with, but it was such a learning experience because it's very difficult. Everyone wants to figure out your secrets, so you're just put on the spot, like under the heat the whole time, and you have to adapt.
Where are you from originally?
Okay, so
I know you didn't see that one coming.
I'm Sudanese. I'm from Sudan.
Yeah.
But I've lived in different places in my life. I lived in Saudi, I lived in Malaysia, and now I live in Bahrain. I've been to Sudan several times, more than 10 times, but never lived in it or based in it. But yeah, my family is originally
Were
from
you
Sudan.
born in Sudan?
I was born in Saudi.
Oh.
I have an
okay.
older sister. She was born in Sudan. So at that time, my mother was in Sudan.
I see.
I'm second. So by that time, my mother has already moved to Saudi, and I was born in Saudi. Stayed there, went to school. Then I went to university in Malaysia, where I did that show, where I did the busking, where people threw tomatoes.
Did they really?
I mean, not actually, but energetically. They just threw energetic tomatoes
You
and
felt
eggs.
it.
I felt it, yeah, and eggs at me. So that was then. Then I came back to Saudi, tried to find a job, couldn't. It was difficult. Didn't know what I want to do. My family was in different places of the world. I came here, started a YouTube channel, did that for quite some time, got a job, did that for some time together with YouTube.
Right.
Then I did magic. I did all 3 jobs basically together at the same time. And then I stopped doing YouTube and I got fired from my job, and now I'm here.
Interesting.
Quite a story.
What is one piece of advice you would give anybody watching us, or let's just say me or Hannah, wanting to get into starting a magic show or becoming a magician?
Okay.
What is that one advice that you will give us to stand out?
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
Just start the process. Go to YouTube. If you want to be a magician, go to YouTube right now. Learn magic tricks. You'll see tens of thousands of videos. Open one that says easy or simple. Get the props. Learn it. Immediately after you practiced it a few times, go show it to the people around you.
Right.
It might be bad. They might laugh at you. You still don't have the prestige, so to speak. They don't see you as a magician, so they want to catch you.
Right.
But do it. Because you have to go through the process. It's going to be uncomfortable anyway. So get the bad out of the way. If you're going to be bad, get the bad out of the way. In magic or anything else, just start. Do it. Open YouTube, learn, do it, go and do it. And just keep doing that. And at some point, you'll find yourself in a, you became literally a professional.
Do you live here in Bahrain with your family? And that brings us to the question, are you married, engaged, single? Would like the single ladies out there to know as well, because you're a good-looking man. So, hey, if you're watching right now, this is the Daily Life Podcast with Badru, Pay attention.
Yes. Okay.
If you're single, especially.
Yeah. So this exclusive exclusive information
Exclusive.
here. Yeah.
Exclusive
people don't
information.
know.
So
Yes.
before he says that, you either get broken-hearted or get hyped up.
Yeah. No, I'm not married.
Okay.
I live with my family now. Like I mentioned before, we were living in different places
Yeah.
at that time. But right now, we all came together in Bahrain.
See.
Both of my parents are retired, so me and my siblings are the ones that work. And basically, I'm from a culture where people bring everything home. You know what I'm saying? So we're basically, like if you're familiar with the Arabic culture,
Right.
it's basically kind of that. Like everyone contributes to something. So that's where I live with my family, and I am still not married.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You heard him, so you know what to do.
Are you open to giving workshops if anyone wants to learn? Like
Yeah. So I would do it if someone is really serious about magic, because what I don't like to see in magic is people who don't take it seriously, so just want to learn some cool pranks, do it, and then just kind of forget about it.
Right.
That's fine. They should, like, they're allowed to do that, but then I wouldn't really spend my time to do a workshop specifically for that.
Okay.
But for people who actually want to do it, I don't mind. Like, I'm not one of those magicians that are gatekeeping, saying nobody should learn this, nobody should do this.
Right.
No, in fact, like, magic has become so popular now that we are all getting more work because there are amazing people who did a good job in America's Got Talent, the
Right.
big talent shows. You open TikTok, you scroll, and you see magic tricks.
Yeah.
Now, this has never happened before. Like, the average person had never seen magic in front of them.
Yeah.
Now everyone has seen magic. They know about it. They get
Sure.
excited about it.
Sure.
It's because there are a lot of magicians. So I would really, especially if they're kids and they have a dream of that, definitely. I did a show yesterday. There was a child, like 7 or 8 year old, in front of a crowd. She stood up and she did magic tricks.
Wow.
They were simple, but I loved it. I found this so fascinating, and it's just an amazing thing. Because, listen,
At that
not
age.
at that age, yeah. So until I was like 20, I'm still nervous to get on stage. There's no way I can face
Yeah.
the crowd. As I mentioned, like, for example, you were like
Yeah.
a professional, you could do this. No, for people, this is nerve-wracking. So I really appreciated that. So yeah, definitely. Do you want to learn?
Of course. That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Okay, yeah. First student in the magic workshop
Yes.
will be Hannah.
Anything else you want to add or tell our audience?
I guess I want to thank you guys so much for having me. You guys are doing an amazing job in all realms. There's a lot of work
Yeah.
linked to Link Up right now.
Yeah.
Super excited for this, and I want to say congratulations on the new studio. If
We
you
appreciate
haven't
you.
seen
Thank
the
you.
studio, if you haven't seen the studio, you need to pass by and take a look, right? Because these amazing people have done an incredible job here. When I walked in the first time, I was like, what is this? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, it just looks really cool. So yeah, I just want to say congratulations. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I appreciate you so much for having me, and I look forward to doing more stuff with you guys.
Yeah, we thank you so much.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate you too for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you on the Daily Life podcast
Thank you.
as our second guest.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
My
it's,
pleasure.
it's a
Entertaining
big
one
one.
as
Yeah,
well.
very,
That's my
very
pleasure.
entertaining and
Entertaining.
educative one. Yeah. Before we let you go, where can we find you? Where can the audience find you? In case they want to book you for a show, they want to get in touch
Yes.
and learn some magic tricks, like Anna was saying earlier on.
Yes.
Where can they find you?
So learn magic tricks. Right now, the only student is going to be Hannah, so the doors are closed already. No, but yeah, it's my Instagram is Badru_magic.
Okay.
Everyone, you can find me there easily. You just put Badru Magic and you'll find it. Also, it's the website. I have a website as well, which is www.badru-magic.com. And in the website and Instagram, you can basically get an idea of what my magic looks like, my personality, and then you can decide if that fits the event that you want to do.
We've seen a
that's how
couple
you see
of reels that you're putting up recently.
Yes.
Are we going to see more of those?
Yeah.
'Cause it looks
Yes.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Because basically, I'm working on a new format of how to present magic to social media, and that's exactly the videos that you're seeing last. And yeah, this is basically what I'm working on. One of the projects that I'm doing with the Illusion Show. You're gonna be seeing a lot of these coming
We
up
can't
really
wait.
soon. Yeah,
We can't wait
I think they're really
Guys,
cool.
Badru Magic. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks a lot.
Guys, and this is how we draw the curtains of today's edition of the Daily Life Podcast with Anna, myself, Sergey, and Badru, the magician.
Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
Bye.